Have you ever wondered what it's like to grow up in the spotlight, with the world watching your every move? For Barron Trump, the youngest son of former President Donald Trump, this has been his reality since the day he was born. But lately, something has shifted. Barron, once known as the quiet, reserved kid in the background, is now stepping into his own spotlight. What's behind this sudden rise in attention? What makes Barron Trump so fascinating to the public? Today, we're breaking it all down: his life, his unique journey, and the surprising reasons why he's capturing hearts and headlines like never before. Stick around because this story is anything but ordinary. Barron William Trump was born on March 20th, 2006 in New York City, the only child of Donald Trump and Melania Trump. From the very beginning, his life was anything but typical. While most kids were playing in their backyards, Barron was growing up in the glittering world of Manhattan penthouses and luxury vacations. But despite the opulence, Barron's childhood was also marked by a sense of privacy. Melania, in particular, has always been fiercely protective of her son, shielding him from the media frenzy that often surrounded the Trump family. For years, Barron was the quiet presence at family events, often seen but rarely heard. But as he's grown older, something has changed. The world is starting to see a different side of Barron, one that's more confident, more independent, and more intriguing than ever before. One of the most talked about moments in Barron's life came when his father was elected president in 2016. At just 10 years old, Barron became the first boy to live in the White House since John F. Kennedy Jr. in the 1960s. Suddenly, the spotlight was brighter than ever. But instead of embracing the fame, Barron seemed to retreat further into his shell. He was rarely seen at public events, and when he was, he often appeared shy and reserved. This only fueled the public's curiosity. Who was this young boy living in the most famous house in the world? What was his life really like behind closed doors? Over time, glimpses of Barron's personality began to emerge. Reports from those close to the family described him as intelligent, polite, and surprisingly down-to-earth. He was said to have a passion for sports, particularly soccer, and a love for video games, just like any other kid his age. But there was something about Barron that set him apart. Maybe it was his striking resemblance to his father, or the way he carried himself with a quiet confidence beyond his years. Whatever it was, people couldn't help but be drawn to him. As Barron grew older, the public's fascination with him only intensified. When the Trump family left the White House in 2021, many wondered what the next chapter would hold for Barron. Would he continue to stay out of the spotlight, or would he start to carve out his own path? The answer, it seems, is a little bit of both. While Barron has largely stayed out of the public eye, there have been moments that have given us a glimpse into his world. For example, in 2022, Melania revealed that Barron had grown to an impressive 6'7", making him one of the tallest members of the Trump family. This revelation sparked a wave of excitement on social media, with fans joking that Barron could have a future in basketball or modeling. But beyond his height, people were struck by how much Barron had matured. Photos of him at family events showed a young man who was poised, confident, and strikingly handsome. It was clear that Barron was no longer the little boy we once knew. He was growing up, and the world was taking notice. So, what is it about Barron Trump that has everyone talking? Part of it, undoubtedly, is his unique position as the youngest member of one of the most famous families in the world. But there's more to it than that. Barron represents something rare in today's world: a sense of mystery. In an age where so many celebrities and public figures share every detail of their lives on social media, Barron has managed to maintain an air of privacy. He doesn't have public social media accounts, and he rarely gives interviews. This lack of information only makes people more curious. Who is the real Barron Trump? What are his dreams, his passions, his plans for the future? These are questions that only time will answer, but one thing is clear: Barron has a presence that captivates people, even when he's not trying to. Another factor in Barron's rising fame is his undeniable charisma. Even in the few public appearances he's made, Barron has shown a natural ability to connect with people. Whether he's waving to a crowd or sharing a quiet moment with his mother, there's something about him that feels genuine and relatable. It's a quality that's hard to define, but impossible to ignore. And then there's his style. Over the past few years, Barron has developed a fashion sense that's both sophisticated and modern. Whether he's wearing a tailored suit or a casual hoodie, he always looks effortlessly cool. This has led to comparisons with other stylish young celebrities and even sparked rumors that Barron could one day pursue a career in fashion. While nothing has been confirmed, it's clear that Barron has a natural flair for making a statement. But perhaps the most inspiring thing about Barron Trump is the way he's handled the pressures of growing up in the public eye. It's not easy being the child of a former president, especially one as polarizing as Donald Trump. Yet Barron has managed to navigate this challenging environment with grace and poise. He's stayed true to himself, refusing to let the noise of the outside world dictate who he is or how he lives his life. In a world where so many young people feel pressured to conform, Barron's quiet confidence is a refreshing reminder that it's okay to be yourself, no matter what anyone else thinks. As we look to the future, one thing is certain: Barron Trump is a young man with endless potential. Whether he chooses to follow in his father's footsteps, pursue a career in the spotlight, or carve out a completely different path, there's no doubt that he'll continue to capture the world's attention. And while we may not know all the details of his life just yet, one thing is clear: Barron Trump is a name we'll be hearing for years to come. So what do you think about Barron Trump's rise to fame? Do you think he'll continue to stay out of the spotlight, or will he embrace his place in the public eye? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stories like this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.